Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So I have a ball mount here that I use for my GPS. You can actually use the ball mounts for like quad locks, for your phone mounts, everything. 1-inch ram ball mount. And Kemimoto sent me, it's actually one that replaces this top clamp and has the ball on it, so I don't have to use this U-bolt style. So let's take this thing out of the box. We're going to put this on here and see how she works. Okay, it's pretty much, we have the instruction manual. It tells you how to install it. Comes with our clamp. This replaces the stock one on here, and it's adjustable. You can see how this is basically like a T-slot, so you loosen this Allen here. You can slide these back and forth and make sure that it lines up with the right spacing for yours. I'm sure this fits other bikes besides the Honda Trail 125. Then we have our spacers. Basically, this is risers, about 1 inch to make them taller. Put this on. Then we have our bolts. We have two different styles. Bigger bolts, smaller bolts, depending on your bike and what size bolt yours takes. Then we have this bolt here, and that holds the 1-inch ball onto here, like this. And I think it's an all aluminum ball, is what it feels like. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and install this ball on here now, because it'd be kind of hard to get to that after we mount this. So we put our ball on here. We have our small bolt. I put some thread locker on it. Okay, now we have our lock washer and our flat washer. Go ahead and stick this on here. I do think this will be easier to put this on now than after we get it installed. 4mm Allen wrench tightens it up. Same with these, is 4mm if you need to adjust them. Got that tight. Now we can go ahead and stick this on. Okay, so first thing is we got to take this top clamp off, and we want to take either a flat screwdriver or a pick and pull out these little plastic caps over your Allen bolts. Get all 4 of them out. And to fit these is a 6mm Allen wrench. We won't be using these bolts. They're going to be too short with the bar risers. So when you get this thing loosened, be careful, because your bars are probably going to try to fall off on you once you take this top clamp off here. Looks like it's just kind of stuck on there. Break it loose like that. Now we're just going to take our bar risers and set them into place right underneath, like so. And then our bars are going to set up on top of those. You may have to take loose a couple of your ties here to get enough room if it don't fit, like so. And you want to make sure the knurled part is centered on your bar risers. Make sure it's lined up right. Then we're going to take our top clamp. First thing we need to do is stick it on here and make sure that they are lined up. And they are not quite lined up. I'm going to have to loosen the bolts and slide these clamps in a little bit, which would be the 4mm. So basically I want to loosen both of these up. Set it on here, face it the right way. I had it actually backward, I think, a minute ago. And we can go ahead and put our bolts in here. That way they'll be lined up. So it is going to be the large bolts that comes with it. Go ahead and stick them in and just get them started. Make sure our bars stay centered. I'm guessing you could put this to the front, but it'd probably be in the way of your ignition switch. So once we got these started in good, and they're not tightened up yet, we don't want to tighten them yet. Just barely snug them down a little bit. Okay, now we can go ahead and center this piece. Once we get that centered, take our 4mm Allen wrench and just tighten them back up. So like I say, this is adjustable here. So basically it'd probably fit a lot more bikes. Probably would fit my CRF 300L, I'm not sure, but I would imagine it would. Now I've got my bars basically in the position they was as far as front to back where I had them. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these clamps back down. And you want to tighten them evenly too, so the gap is the same on front and rear. Some people do them different, but that's the way I do them. Okay, now that we got that tightened up, we should be able to put our 4 black plastic caps right back into these Allen bolts. And they do fit. Basically, this just keeps water out of those Allen heads. I'm going to take my Allen wrench here where I can actually just push them down into place good. Like that. And now we're installed. It's just that simple. And I like it because it's got basically 3/4 to 1 inch bar risers. So now I can take my ram mount here for my GPS. It'll be dead center. Now, before I had to decide and I had to angle it to get it over where I wanted this center. Well, now that is center. And check that out. Just like so. I can line it up, tighten it down. It's going to be good. Okay, guys, there you go. A Kemimoto Honda Trail 125 ball mount, handlebar clamps, bar risers. Thank you all for watching. I will post a link below. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. We'll catch you all on the next one. Right on.